working as biology CRT in KGBV Jalmuru, Srikakulam district. First of all, thanks to our SPD madam, JD sir and state AGCDO madam, APC sir and GCDO madam for giving me this opportunity. Today I am going to take 8th class biology and we are going to discuss about first chapter, what is science. In this lesson we will discuss the following concepts. First one, observational and experimental science. Second one is perspective science. Third one is science and changes. Fourth one is scientific method. Fifth one is process skills in science. Sixth one is what are variables. Seventh one is reading to learn steps in reading. Eighth one is writing to learn types of writing. Ninth one is safety in science lab. First, let me show you the differences between primitive man and modern man. These primitive men live in caves, and you notice they did not even have enough tools to do their work. And we guess they did not have proper language to communicate with other people. They did not even have sufficient facilities to live a life like us. Whereas in our era, we have everything to lead a life more than better. We have good clothes and living in large houses. And by using mobile phones, we can communicate not only with the people beside us, but also with the people who are very far from us. These are the vast differences between primitive era and modern era. It is amazing to think of the facilities available today when they compared to primitive man. You know, my dear students, that nowadays we are having a lot of facilities which we are enjoying. For example, we have mobile phones, we have computers, we have internet, we have space shuttles by which we can go to space and come back without any difficulties. And also we are enjoying hybrid food grains. And do you know how these things are possible? They are the results of ideas which originated in some human brains. These are a lot of scientists who put in their mind and heart in the invention of all these things. These are the scientists who work in their laboratories to do experiments. Scientists think differently to observe and understand the nature in a specific way and invent new things. Here you see the picture of one of the famous scientists. Do you know who is he? Yes, he is Albert Einstein. They followed a method called scientific method. In order to understand the scientific method, one should know and understand about what is science. The word science has been derived from a Latin word, scientia, which means knowledge. Definition of science. Science is an organized study of knowledge, which is based on experimentation. Science is the tool for searching truths of nature and a way of exploring the world. Questioning is the primary and fundamental steps in scientific thinking. There are many phenomena in nature around us which arise doubts in our mind. Let us observe the following experiences. Why do leaves fall down from the tree? Why do ants identify sweets kept in a tin? Why can't we see stars during daytime? Pickles do not spoil, but sambar gets spoiled. Why? Science is based on two methods, observational science and experimental science. Observational science is mainly based on observations. Consider some examples. An ornithologist observes the behavior of birds. Geologists study the distribution of minerals in earth crust. Some scientists take photos of distant galaxies and observe how planets move. Some scientists observe the climatic conditions. These scientists making observations in order to find out patterns in natural world. These scientists work in outdoors. These are the examples of observational science. Now coming to experimental science. Experimental science is mainly based on the planned and organized experiments that we perform. Now I will give you the examples of experimental science. A chemist observes the rate of chemical reactions at different temperatures. A nuclear scientist records the results of angular momentum of particular particle in circular path. These scientists work indoors, usually in labs, and wear impressive white lab coats. The common things among these scientists are these people are making and recording observations of nature in order to learn more about how nature works in the broadest sense. Now coming to the second topic, individual perspective and societal perspective. Mostly we have two perspectives regarding science. One is individual perspective and second is societal perspective. Firstly, individual perspective. In this case, they are collecting information to test new ideas or to disprove old ones. Many scientists find their greatest joy in previously unknown fact that explains some problems previously not explained. We might still wonder why societies and nations pay those individuals to do science, because science has made our lives easier. As I have mentioned earlier, that science got many changes in our lives. First of all, transport is easier now. We can easily travel long distances. Moreover, the time of traveling is also reduced. We upgraded from steam engines to electrical engine and from cycle to motorcycles. Secondly, it made us reach to moon, but we never stopped there. It also gave us a glance to Mars. This is one of the greatest achievements. These days, scientists make many satellites, because of which we are using high-speed internet. These satellites revolve around the Earth every day and night, even without making aware of it. Earth scientists developing better models for the prediction of earthquakes, landslides, and volcanoes, etc. These contributions save many lives. Any society concerned about the welfare of its people and will support efforts like these to make people live better life. And also society desires for economic developments. Many earth scientists discover petroleum and earth. Plant scientists discover best methods for agriculture to increase the output. So support of such science is nothing but investment in the economic future. Now coming to the topic science and change. Do you know that science are constantly trying to change and develop new concepts and theories? Then what happens if these theories are continuously developed or new things are discovered? Then definitely something new is added to old discoveries. As a result, the body of knowledge produced by science should undergo constant change. So, because of that, changes lead to better understanding of nature. So, what does it mean? It means a scientist may doing a research in a particular area and he would have made some discoveries in that area of study. So, because of that changes leads to better understanding of nature. So, what does it mean? It means a scientist may be doing a research in a particular area and he would have made some discoveries in that area of study. After a century or 2 centuries, other scientists may come and that scientist also made some research in that area where previous scientists did. If the new scientist discovered that the old theory is wrong, which was done by previous scientists, then it will be disapproved. So, when some ideas will prove wrong, with observable physical evidence, people will not longer believe that idea as it was disapproved. So, when some ideas will prove wrong with observable physical evidence, people will no longer believe that idea as it was disapproved. Now, people are going to believe new theory which was raised by new scientists who has shown new observable physical evidence. Because of that, people started believing. The result is that theories come and go, are modified through time as old ideas are questioned and new evidence is discovered. The great scientist Karl Popper tells that science is a history of corrected mistakes. Many scientists have remarked that they would like to return a few centuries to see what new knowledge and new ideas have been developed by them and to see which of their own century's ideas have been discovered. These scientists follow a specific way for their innovations. The way they follow is called scientific method. For this concept, science and change, once we observe with an examples geocentric theory and heliocentric theory for better understanding. Geocentric theory. Geocentric theory says that the earth is at the center and planets revolve around the earth. Heliocentric theory. Heliocentric theory says that the sun is at the center. The earth and planets revolve around the sun. This heliocentric theory proposed by Nicolaus Copernicus. Heliocentric theory is opposed the geocentric theory, so that all are followed heliocentric theory. Next concept, scientific method. How do scientists answer a question? How they solve a problem they have identified. They use organized ways called scientific method. This simple method following some steps. Every scientist follow these steps and discover their inventions. Don't think scientific method is only for scientists. It is also used to solve our day-to-day problems. Students, are you ready to know the steps in scientific methods? First one, observe and ask questions. Second one, form a hypothesis. Third one, plan and experiments. Fourth one, conduct experiments. Fifth one, draw conclusions and communicate results. First step in scientific method is observe and ask questions. We have 5 sense organs. We have eyes to see, nose to smell, tongue to taste, skin to feel surroundings, ears to hear. By using these sense organs to identify the problems. Second step is form a hypothesis. Hypothesis is the possible answer for the problem which can be tested. Write possible answer or hypothesis to your question. There are the 4 hypotheses. Next we move on the next step. Third step is plan and experiment. Hypothesis to be planned to tests here. Write down the steps you follow to do your experiments. List the equipment you need. Next step is conduct the experiment. Follow the steps you have written. Observe and measure carefully. Record everything that happens. Fifth, draw the conclusion. Analyze the data you gathered. Make the charts, tables, graphs to show the data. Write the conclusion. Decide whether your hypothesis is correct or not. Sixth one is investigate further. If your hypothesis is incorrect, you can test another hypothesis. Next one is the process skills. Let us discuss process skills. Process skills are used at the time of conducting experiments. We have to be very much focused and observe each and every step. We use many of the process skills whenever we speak, listen, read, write, and think. Process skills are not tough for us because we already use it the time of speak, listen, read, and write. Example of process skill. A boy collected seashells from seashore. He separated the shells. Let us discuss how the boy used process skill. First, the boy observed the seashells. Next, compare seashells from one another. Next, he classifies seashells. Here, the process skills are observe, compare, classify. Coming to the first one, observe. Use the sense to learn about object and events. Next one, compare. Identify characteristics of things or events to find out how they are alike and different. Next one, classify. Group of organized objects or events in categories based on specific characteristics. So, these are seashells collected by boy. Later, these seashells are classified depending on their shape but not basing on the color. Next, classified into their color. Here, we follow 3 steps. One is observe, size, shape, color. Second one is compare, one shape to other shape, one color to other color. Third one is classify, means grouping. These are based on shape and color. Students, they are another set of process skills. First step, use a model. Second step, predict. Third step, infer. Next concept, what is variable? Students, it is not a new topic. It is a part of process skills. First one, hypothesis. Second one, plan and conduct experiment. Third one, control variables. I will explain with small experiment. Sweta want to know which fabric material absorbs more water. She follow 3 steps of process skill. First, hypothesis. Second, plan and conduct experiment. Third, control variable. She plans to test how much water absorbs the fabric. She hypothesizes that cotton fabric absorbs more water than synthetic fabric. So this was hypothesis by Sweta. She plans an experiment to test. First variable, 2 fabric of same size. If they are in different sizes, there is no use. Second variable, she takes 2 glass beakers of 100 ml water. Third variable, she put 2 fabrics in 2 beakers for 10 seconds. If she put differences in time, there is no use of experiment. Pull the fabric piece out and let them drain back into the beakers of 5 seconds. Observation. Now measure the amount of water left in each beaker. The amount of water in first beaker lesser than amount of water in second beaker. Result. So, hypothesis made by the girl is cotton fabric absorb more water. It is true now. So, variables play a very important role in the outcome of the experiment. Variables should be properly taken care of. If any mistake is taken care of, variables will spoil the entire experiment and we may get totally involved and we may get totally invalid results and our time will be wasted. Hence, they should be properly looked after before the experiment. Next concept, reading to learn types of reading. Reading books is an important task for everyone. Reading is an activity to gather knowledge. Reading books and acquiring knowledge. So, we should use the following strategies to become a good science reader. Before reading. Before reading is help you know what to look for as you read. Think, I need to find out what the part of an ecosystem are and how they are organized. Look at the vocabulary words. Be sure that you can pronounce each word. Look up each word in the glossary. Say the definition to yourself. Use the word in sentence to show its meaning. Read the title of the section. Think before reading. In before reading, questions may rise like this: to know what an ecosystem, find out the part of ecosystem, give me a clue that an ecosystem may have both living and non-living parts. During reading, find the main idea. Group of living things and their environment make up an ecosystem. Find details in the next paragraph that support the main idea. Some ecosystems have only a few living things. Environments that have more space, food, and shelter have many living things. Plants and animals in an ecosystem can meet all their basic needs to their ecosystem. Check your understanding of what you have read. Answer the question at the end of the section. If you are not sure of the answer, reread the section and look for the answer to question. After reading, summarize what you have read. Think about what you have already learned about ecosystem and interactions. Ask yourself, what kind of systems in ecosystem? What the interaction occurred in an ecosystem? Study the paragraph and illustrations. Read the captions and any labels. Think, what kind of ecosystem is shown in the paragraph? What are the non-living part of the ecosystem? What living part of the ecosystem are shown? This is all about reading. Next concept, writing to communicate, types of writing. Writing to communicate. Writing about what you are already learning. It helps you connect the new ideas what you already know. While writing, it's form a bond to old knowledge to new knowledge. That is the importance of writing. Scientists also write about what they learn in their research and investigations to help others understand the work they have done. We use the following kinds of writing to describe what you are doing or learning. There are 4 categories of writing. First one is informative writing. Second one is narrative writing. Third one is expressive writing. Fourth one is persuasive writing. First one is informative writing. In informative writing, describe your observations, inference, and conclusions. When we doing science experiment, we may write an aim of experiment, apparatus, procedure, observation, inference. These are giving complete information about an experiment. This is called informative writing. Second one is narrative writing. In narrative writing, describe some things, give examples, or tell us a story. When we describe a forest, we write, there is a big forest. There are some trees and animals live in the forest. In this way, we describe. Third one is expressive writing. In expressive writing, write letters, poems, or songs. Sometimes we write letters to your parents, friends, and relatives. We express our feelings, that is, happy or sadness. When we are in the joyful, we write poems, songs, etc. Fourth one is persuasive writing. In persuasive writing, write letters about important issue in science. Write about what you have learned in science helps other understanding your thinking. You may write an article about a burning issue or topic. You write in your point of view. You have to persuade others that your point of view is correct. Okay children, this is all about writing to communicate and types of writing. The next concept, safety in science lab. Children, doing investigation in lab, doing experiments is very interesting to the students because by doing science experiments, it is very funful activity, but you need to sure to do them safely. Here are some rules to follow. Safety rules. First safety rule is Think ahead. Students, do you want to start experiment without any procedure? No. Always we have some procedure. There is an aim and apparatus, some precautions to take while doing an experiment. We have to follow few steps. Arrange all the requirements of an experiment. We should follow safety symbols which are labeled in the apparatus. Some important symbols are labeled here. First one, animal hazard. Next one, sharp instrument hazard. Next one, heat hazard. Next one, glassware hazard. Next one, chemical hazard. Next one, electrical hazard. Next one, iron phase hazard. Next one, fire hazard. We must follow these symbols. Now, second safety rule. Be neat. Keep your work area clean. Look at this lab. How things work area clean. You must maintain the same. Unnecessary things cannot be placed lab area. If the girl student have long hair and observe under microscope or perform experiments with chemicals, this long hair may come into contact chemical or apparatus. So that you have to pull your long hair back. Boy students have long sleeves. These are harmful. So that keep the away from your experiment. Now, third safety rule. Oops. You should not spoil, you should not spill or break anything in the science lab. Science lab have full of chemicals and full of glass waste items. You should be very careful while using chemical and glassware. If do any wrong, you must intimate to your teacher. Next one is watch your eyes. There is a slogan, Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam. So eyes are most important. Eyes are windows to the world. When you are doing experiment, if any chemical may spill in your eyes may damage. So, while doing some experiments, wear safety goggles. If it always protect you. Next one is yuck. Never eat or drink anything during a science activity unless are told to so by your teacher. Science lab is purely meant for science experiments, not for it. Next one, protect yourself from electric shocks. Be careful while using an electric appliance. Be sure that electric cords are in a safe place where you cannot trip over them. Don't ever pull a plug out of an outlet by pulling on the cord. Next one, keep it clean. Always clean up when you have finished. Put everything away and wipe your work area. Wash your hands. These are some important safety rules, so we should follow in the science lab. While we are doing science experiments. Okay children, we successfully finished our first lesson. What is science? Children, once we remember the total lesson, what is science? The word scientia has been derived from a Latin word, scientia, which means knowledge. Science is an organized study of knowledge which is based on an experiments. Science is the tools for searching truths of nature and a way of exploring the world. Science based on two methods, observational science, experimental science. Observational science is mainly based on observations. Experimental science based on experiments. Next one, why do science? Science solves the problems we are facing. It gives us better lives by providing new things like computers, mobile phones, internet, space shuttles, robotics, medicines, hybrid varieties of plants and animals. Why do science are two ways? Individual perspective, societal perspective. Next, science and scientists are constantly trying to make new discoveries or to develop new concepts and theories. The famous scientist Karl Popper said that science is a history of corrected mistakes. Next, scientific method. Scientists follow a specific way for their invention. The way that they following is called scientific method. There are 5 steps in scientific method. There are making observation and asking questions. Second, form a hypothesis. Third, plan an experiments. Fourth one, conduct the experiments. Fifth one, draw conclusions and communicate results. Okay, next one, process skill. When we are doing an experiment or finding an answer to question, we use thinking tools called process skill. Process skills are so many types. First set of process skill are observe, compare, classify. Second step of process skill are use a model, predict, infer. Third set of process skill are hypothesize, plan and conduct experiment, control variables. Reading strategies are 3 ways: before reading, during reading, after reading. Before reading, look at the vocabulary words. Look up each word in the glossary. Be sure that you can pronounce each word. Use the word in the sentence to show its meaning. Read the title of the section. During reading, find the main idea in the first paragraph. Find details in the next paragraph that support the main idea. Check your understanding of what you have read. Answer the question at the end of the section. If you are not sure of the answer, reread the section and look for the answer to the question. After reading, summarize what you have read. Ask yourself about the matter. Study the paragraph and illustration. Read the captions and labels. Next one, writing strategy. Writing about what you are learned help you to connect the new ideas to what you already know. Writing strategies are 4 types. First one, informative writing. Second one, narrative writing. Third one, expressive writing. Fourth one, persuasive writing. First one, informative writing. In informative writing, you may describe your observations, inference, and conclusions. You may tell how to do an experiment. Second one, narrative writing. In narrative writing, you may describe something, give examples, or tell a story. Third one, expressive writing. In expressive writing, you may write letters, poems, or songs. Fourth one, persuasive writing. In persuasive writing, you may write letters about important issues. Next one, safety in science. Study the steps of the experiment before conducting. Keep your work area clean. If you have long hair, pull it back. Roll your long sleeves. If you spoil anything, tell your teacher. Wear safety goggles. Never eat or drink anything during experiment. Be careful while using electric appliances. After completion of the activity, keep the apparatus in their respective place. While your work area and wash your hands. Okay, my dear children, we successfully finished our first lesson, what is science, and also we revision the total class. Now I will give you an assignment. This is your assignment. You should finish this assignment carefully. I will check it. Okay. Thank you.